Hello, everyone. This is Kyle Galaz with Poor2Pro Car Sales Training Podcast. Become a sales titan. I hope you guys are enjoying season 2. This is episode 9. We're almost to the end. I've been having a lot of fun showing you guys and telling you guys about different closes that I use. This particular one in this episode I've used for years, and it works so well and it's so simple. A lot of times when customers come on the lot, they have a wall up, right? And you got to break down that wall with rapport and building trust. Well, when it comes to the numbers part, even though you've built great rapport, the customer will still put up a smaller wall, a thinner wall. But you got to break that down also in the numbers. And I found out that this close, the no trick close, does just that. It's very simple. This close will either close a deal right then and there, or it sets up a close, so you can use it however you need to. And customers take this close a couple different ways, but it's always worked for me. I still use it to this day, and I promise you it'll work for you once you've practiced it and got fluent with it and use your own verbiages to do it. So let's talk about the no trick close. Okay, what I'm going to do is pretend like there's a customer in front of me so you can hear exactly how I say it, and then we're going to break down the close, its parts of the close, so you can see the order of what I've done. Okay. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Customer. My name is Kyle Galaz. I'm the sales manager here at the dealership, and I just want to say thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to go over the numbers with you, but before I go over them, I want to tell you something. You know, I don't have a magical sentence or some trick close or some fancy words that get you to sign the paperwork, and you're thinking while you're signing, what did he just say? All of a sudden I'm signing. He's some magical guy, right? I don't have anything like that. I wish I was that good, but I'm just not. All I have here is work ethic, sweat equity, a great dealership, and good product. And I hope that you can see up until this point that we've done everything we can to earn your business the right way and not try to come at you with some tricky sentences and smoke and mirrors and all that. We just do good work ethic here, and I hope you can see that. Okay, pause. So what did I do there when I came out with the numbers? Think about it. So I introduced myself. Now, as a salesman, if you come out with the numbers, you just do the same thing. Before I go into the numbers, I just want to tell you, okay? So you got the numbers in your hands, but before you go into the numbers, I want to tell you that I don't have a trick close. I don't have some fancy words. Or some magical sentence that I can say and all of a sudden you're signing. So the setup to this close is, before I go over the numbers, is step 1. Step 2 is I don't have a magical sentence or a trick close or some fancy words to get you to sign it. And then step 3 is you mimic the customer, right? You're acting like you're them and saying, what just happened? How did all of a sudden I'm signing for the paperwork? And be dramatic in this part, because you want to get emotion out of them. You want to get a laugh, or you want to get them nodding. And then step 4 is I'm not that good. You wish you were that good. Admit that you're not that great at closing deals. All I got is step 5, which is work ethic, sweat equity. I love the dealership I work at. I hope you like everything so far in the vehicle. Okay, so if you see what I did there in that close, is I broke it down into those steps. I did it very fluid, of course, which you need to practice. So you need to listen to that close I did and practice it. So when you get in front of a customer, remember, practice makes perfect. When you get in front of a customer, you're not fumbling around with and skipping around on the steps. You need to say, before I get into the numbers, I want to tell you that I don't have a trick close or some magical sentence or some fancy words that get you to all of a sudden sign. Step 3, remember, you're mimicking the customer and you're going to act this up. Remember, the best actors in the world get paid the highest in Hollywood, right? Well, no different in the car business. The best actors are the highest paid car sales guys. So you need to act like you're the customer saying, what just happened? All of a sudden I'm signing. You said some magical words. Get some emotion out of them, okay? And then you admit you wished you were that good. My goodness, I wish I could come out here and say a fancy word and all of a sudden you're signing. Man, that'd be awesome. But I'm not like that. All I have is good work ethic, sweat equity, a great dealership that I love to work at, good customers like you, and a good product, right? So do you guys see kind of what I did there? Now, how that close works is one of two ways. You're either going to shut them down right then and there, and boom, they're like, okay, well, let's see what the payments are, because you're not going any further. You're admitting that you're not a good negotiator, right? So the way the no trick close works is you're basically saying, I don't have a trick to close you, which is the trick itself. How genius of a close is that? You're admitting that you don't have a trick close, which is the trick close. That's why I call this one the no trick close. I've used it a long time. I don't know if I invented this close or if I heard it from somebody. I don't know. I don't know if I can take the credit for it, but I've used it over and over, and I still use it to this day. Now, sometimes salesmen, what they need to do is, when you build a friend on the lot, and you've done everything right, and they've become a friend, and they're inviting you over for pizza, and whatever that scenario is, sometimes it's hard to put the salesman hat on and close them down. So one of the things I used to do on the sales floor is say, hey, now I just got to tell you, at this point I got to put the salesman hat on a little bit and go over all the figures and go over everything with you. And sometimes you can set it up to where it's like, hey, and now I'm going to go over the figure. So you can always use that technique too to start going into a close. But when you come out with those numbers, make sure you tell that customer, hey, before I get into the numbers, and then go into the no trick close. Try it out, practice it. You're going to love it. It breaks down that miniature wall they put back up when it comes to the numbers. Remember, customers put a wall back up at the numbers not because of you. They like you, they trust you. It's because there's some new people involved at this point of the car deal. There's a sales manager. There's a guy that does the interest rates, right? The finance guy. There's the finance guy that's going to sell them warranties. So they're not necessarily putting up that fresh wall because of you. They're putting the fresh wall up when they sit at your desk because of there's some new players in the game, and they like you. They're on your side, and you've done everything right. But remember, there's that wall, so you got to come out and break that wall down when you come up with the numbers. If you don't break that wall down immediately when you come out with the numbers, then they take that out on you, okay? Because you're the representative, so you got to break it down right away. Okay, so we kept that under 10 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember the no trick close. Now you can use that to either close down the deal or set up another close. So sometimes it doesn't actually close it down right then and there. They still want to talk about payments. They still want to talk about rates. But what it does is it eliminates a lot of the negotiating because you're admitting that you don't do that. It's not part of your techniques. You don't go back and forth because you're not that good. Even though you are that good, because you're on the podcast learning right now. You're listening, you're getting better, you're sharpening your skills. The scariest salesmen I meet are the salesmen that never quit learning. The salesmen that go home and continue to learn. The salesmen that are on their days off, like I am right now, still talking about the car business. Become obsessed with the car business and you become a scary salesman that can close anybody and have the confidence to close anybody. When a salesman brings me a deal and says, hey, I'm having a hard time with the customer, do you think Kyle Galaz fears to go out and close a deal for this customer, for that salesman? I don't care what type of client it is. It could be the low credit score guy or the 850 credit score guy that has a $8 million cash in his bank. I fear nobody, and you need to fear nobody to become the top of the food chain in the car business. We fear no man at all. We go out there and we close deals. Get out there today, have some fun, sell some cars, make some money. Kyle Galaz signing out.